Hey, this is Bill Seaver with MicroExplosion Media. Today I'm doing another interview with somebody who is in a more traditional line of work but is using social media and has some great stories about how social media works for them. So I'm with Ray Carmen, and Ray is an auctioneer here in the Middle Tennessee area. And about a year and a half ago, I started working with Ray a little bit about how social media could help him in his business. And he's got a very interesting story, so I want him to share that with you today. So, Ray, thanks for doing this.
Absolutely.
Okay, the first thing is you have auctioneering has been in your family for a very long time. You grew up in the business.
Yeah.
So you could have stayed the course and done what has always been done with the business, but you decided from a marketing standpoint you wanted to get into the social media space. So tell me what your thinking was and why you decided to go this route.
Well, we've been doing auctions since 1910, Bill. The family has, and we've of course always used the traditional stuff. But I started seeing a change in the philosophy of people, and it kind of came to the real estate side of the business, where people were going to the internet more. And so, how could we promote ourselves? We were doing traditional ads for years, going to newspapers, putting in ads, trying to promote ourselves, promote the company. But the return on it was very minimum, and the cost was a lot. It cost a lot to run in papers, as you know. And so I started looking at what some other media options we might have that could both enhance our business and enhance the visibility of the auctions for our clients. And I started noticing social media, came and talked to you about it, and was noticing how people were going online. They were more interested in watching videos, more interested in reading short snippets on things, checking out pictures, and weren't really into picking up papers and things like that and sitting down for a couple hours to read them. They wanted the quick information. And I noticed how social media was really starting to push that. And so started using it, started doing some blogs, just talking about auctions, kind of some stuff we were doing. Produced a few videos for another online site for upcoming auctions. And we're starting to get some real good results. And through that, it pushed my website up to the top of Google without me really doing any kind of, paying out of my pocket for it. And through that, a lady in Arizona found my site, was looking for a local auctioneer. She wanted to buy a lake house, and she was looking for someone to walk her through the auction process, so she chose me because she found me on the top of Google.
Excellent. So she was looking to move to this area.
Yeah. She
did a quick Google search, found your blog, and called you up.
Right. Found my blog, called me up, asked me a few questions, I met with her, went out. We actually went to the auction house where she wanted to buy. She did not end up buying that house. But however, turned around and became a client and bought another house through us, which turned into some pretty good revenue.
Yeah.
So,
now, how long were you blogging before you felt like you were seeing any result from that?
Probably about 3 to 4 months before I started really seeing any turnaround on it.
Yeah.
Is where that really came in, and it was through just the constant being online, being there, putting up something new on a consistent basis.
And how frequently do you post? Because I think we talked about maybe trying to do 2, 3, 4 times a week.
I try minimum 2 a week, and if I can get 4 on, I can. It's just and it's not a very time consuming manner. It's just when you mix it in with life and everything, it really works out well if you can keep 2 on there a week, and it keeps the consistent turnover.
Right. So you've gotten new clients as a result of this, and what other benefits have you seen?
Well, we've seen a huge amount of new people coming to our site who are finding auctions, not just finding our company, but they're actually finding out about our clients' auctions. And that's really what we're trying to promote, because we're working for a client base. We want their sale to do great. And so if I can find more ways to promote their sale and get more business through that, more revenue in for that person, that's also going to in turn help me out and increase our business. And just through it, I mean, I've made multiple contacts this year with estate lawyers, estate attorneys, and things like that who actually have that kind of business that we're into.
Great. So do you put any money into traditional marketing at all, or are you 100% social media? And how do you sort of balance?
We have to do a balance, because auction is a very traditional business. I do not do any promotions for the company through traditional marketing. I do have to promote our auctions through the papers, because people are so accustomed to it, those who've been doing it for years and come into auctions. So we still do some through that, but we have decreased the size. In other words, our ads no longer tell you all about the auction. They basically tell you there's an auction coming and here's where you can come see about it.
So you point people to the website?
To the website, to the blog, where we also put up videos of every auction. We keep an auction page through the blog. And so the videos and brochures are all through the blog now.
Right. Now, what recommendations would you have for just people maybe trying to figure out how social media can work for their business? So are there some lessons learned that, now that you've been doing this for probably coming up on 2 years now, so what have you learned that you sort of carry with you? And I know you talk to other people about how they can sort of apply social media to their work. What do you think are some of the top lessons learned for you and that you try to share with other people?
Well, be consistent. Try to stay on there. Try to be active on it. Be quick to respond if someone has sometimes we do get negative responses, as you know, through social media, and so you want to be quick to respond to those.
And you let those go. I mean, you leave them there and deal with it.
Yeah, deal with it and then respond to it. Other thing is, I would recommend getting with you, a coach, someone who can kind of lead you through.
Yes.
Bill Seaver.
But I didn't pay you to say that.
No, you didn't. You didn't. But someone who can lead you through the process, because it's not something you're just going to sit down and pick up.
Right.
You're going to need some lessons, because it's a whole new way of going at things.
Yeah.
And so just a small amount of work with a coach or some homework doing on it, and just stick with it. It's not going to turn into instant revenue, but it will. Yeah,
it's interesting because I think you're one of a couple different interviews like this we've done, and I think in every case, the results are not instant, and so there is something about just sort of strapping the shoes on and logging the miles for several months before you really start to see the benefit. I know with Jeff in Mossy Creek Custom, I've interviewed him before. I think he said it took 5 or 6 months before he really felt like he saw the benefit, and some other folks, it does take some time. Yeah. And so if you're expecting social media to work for you in 30 days or less, it's probably not going to be the case.
No.
But I think the great thing about it is it sort of has a great snowball effect too. I mean, would you say you've continued to gain traffic, gain momentum? Obviously, you're popping up where you want to be in Google searches and that sort of thing.
Oh, absolutely. Our traffic has really picked up. Have also been, through the common known Facebook. That's been a huge venture for us, keeping people informed on there, and have actually picked up several clients through that this year.
Okay, so it's been an interesting economic year, and particularly in the world of real estate and auctions. So how did you guys weather the storm, economic storm, and did social media have any impact for you in that?
Well, we won't say that we were untouched by it,
right,
but our business has not really been fazed by it. We've been very consistent. I was able to share with someone just yesterday who was wondering how my business was going, that I haven't really seen the downturn.
Oh, interesting.
And it's been through the social media, because people who know what I do now, that maybe haven't talked to me in 10 years but now know me through social media again, have kept referring me, and so about 100% of my business has been referral business this year.
Wow! And
so that has been a huge benefit to have those contacts out there, and it's just been through being consistent and being online.
And so, if 100% of your business is referral, what portion of that do you attribute to social media?
At least 80% of it.
Okay.
Especially in this past year.
Okay, that's great.
People talking about us and promoting us through their stuff too.
Well, and so this is why I bring people on from time to time and interview them, because this is you are a real person with a real business, and you've got a real family to support, and
it's growing.
And employees. That's right, it is. Yeah. And so it's sometimes it feels like social media takes on more theory than sort of practical application. Right. And in this case, you're just another case in point of somebody that's seeing it work for you. And it's obviously been fruitful for you and for your company. So where can people find you if they want to check out what you're doing online?
You can find me at carmenauction.com, www.carmenauction.com. The easiest way to find us. Okay. That's the easy lead into everything that you can find on our site. So.
All right, carmenauction.com. Yep. And again, my name is Bill Seaver with MicroExplosion Media. You can check me out at microexplosion.com. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
For coming.
Thank you for having me.
It's been fun. All right. Take care.